Hello to the replay viewers. Hello to those joining from online. Hello, hello, hello. Hey there. Let's get it started. Hey Afropic, thank you for joining. So earlier, I discussed the pros of an anthology earlier this afternoon, and now I'm going to talk about the cons of an anthology. I hope you guys can see me and hear me well, hopefully. So, I'm going to get started. So, my name is Shakita, author, speaker, and entrepreneur, and I am one of the authors in a book called Chocolate and Diamonds for the Woman's Soul, #1 bestseller on Amazon. My next book comes out on the 4th of July, and it's called Empowered Women of Social Media. All right, so hopefully if you guys had a chance, you saw the previous scope, which was the pros of being a part of the anthology. Right now I'm going to talk to you about the cons of being a part of an anthology, in which my first book is in an anthology and the second book is as well. First book is over 100 women, second book is over 30 women, approximately 30 women in this book. So the bounced a little bit. So one of the cons is, and I spoke about this earlier, the fees can be good. The fees they can start at $100. And one of the cons is the fees can be $500, $1,000, $10,000 to be a part of an anthology. Kind of depends on the company or the publishing company that you decide to go with, or whoever the compiler is. They're the ones that set the price. So that could be pretty steep for your pocket. So that's one of the cons. The next thing is marketing or any type of social media marketing, any type of anything as far as your book is concerned. That is all on you as the author. That is not something that they do. So that could be a downfall to being a part of the anthology, especially if you're not a marketer, you don't know how to present your book or anything like that, because everything falls on you. So you'll have to figure out what to do to market your book, to get it out there for people to want to purchase it. The next thing is sometimes when you do an anthology, you'll have someone that tries to get you on to be a part of it, and they'll say that you'll be a #1 bestseller, and they'll guarantee it. Sometimes you can't guarantee it because it just depends on people. It depends on where your book is placed on Amazon, what market is it's in, what other books are against it. So guaranteeing that is not always, it's not a given that you will be a bestseller. So that's some things that people do when they want you to be a part of their anthology. The next thing is royalties. Being a part of an anthology, your royalties would come from you being an affiliate marketer of Amazon. That's where you would get your money. Other than that, royalties, you would get none. You would get none. So that's one of the bad things about it. Next thing is you're going to be a part of a book that you don't know any of the other authors, unless you decide to bring one of the authors that you know to get into the book with you as well. But you won't know anyone in the book. So in essence, you're going to be working with a publishing company that you may not know about, and then you'll be working with fellow authors that you may not know about. So you don't know anything about them except for what you read, what they share in, say, a private setting, private group, or a private Google chat or anything like that you may find out. So the next thing is you may not have the rights to your work that you provide in the book. These anthologies that I'm on, I have the rights to all my stuff. If I decide to put it in a whole nother book, I'm all fine and well with doing that. But there are some publishing companies or compilers, once you put the work into that book, they keep it. They have the rights to everything. They can make a movie out of your stuff. So you basically can give up the rights. So that's one of the questions you really want to ask. Another con is that you won't be the first person listed on the book. You will be listed in the book as a co-author, but you won't have your name on that cover copy where it says the title and it says the author's name. You won't have that. So if anybody that you know goes on, Amazon and looks for you and you don't have a profile set up on Amazon as an author, then they're going to have a hard time finding you unless they know what book you're going to be on. So that's one of the things that you'll have to do. You'll need to set up a author profile on Amazon so that if anyone does a search via your name, they'll pull you up. Next thing is you can't go to purchase your books from wherever, if it's Create Space or what have you. Being a part of an anthology, you won't be able to just go out there and get however many books that you need. You'll have to purchase the books from the compiler or from the publishing company. So those are 8 things that I shared with you guys. I'm going to go over it again because it is a lot, but it's also, I'm doing this because I've gotten a lot of questions about anthologies, so I wanted to do the pros and the cons for an anthology so that people can be made aware of what the good and the bad is from someone who's actually a part of the anthology. So the first one is the fees to join the anthology can be steep. They could be over $500 and go upwards, just depending on the publishing company and or the compiler. Next is marketing. Promotion, that is all left up to you, the author, to take care of that on your own. So if you're not a marketer, if you don't know anything about promotion, it's called, you got to get yourself in there and work it out. Gibbs Truth, thank you for joining. The next one is sometimes you're guaranteed to be a #1 bestseller. That guarantee can be false because if you have expectations when you join to be a #1 bestseller and you're not a #1 bestseller, you will be sadly mistaken and upset. So yes, that's one of the things you definitely have to look out for. Royalties is super important because obviously you want to make something off of it. So as far as, oh, you did? Yeah. As far as the royalties are concerned, unless you're an affiliate of Amazon, that's the only royalty that you get when someone purchases your book from your link. Other than that, if you're doing a book signing, all those sales are all yours. You're doing a speaking event, all those sales are all yours. Next is you will not know any of the authors that are a part of the book unless you bring someone in with you. So everyone will be a stranger to you, and that could be a pro and that could be a con. It just depends on the person. Next is your rights. There are some publishing companies or compilers that may say that any chapter that you write, they have the right to it. They can make a movie out of it. They can, oh, okay. Well, thank you for joining. You can catch the replay. Thank you. So they will take the rights to it. So that's one of the things that you would definitely need to ask because that's important. That's your work. So you don't want anyone making a movie out of it. You will not be, the next one is you will not be listed as a person on the cover unless the publisher or the compiler decides to put every single person's name on the front page. Now, if it's like a couple of people, 1, 2, or 3 people on the book, then 9 times out of 10 your name will be. But if it's over a certain amount, your name is not going to be on the cover. It'll be the publishing company, it'll be the compilers, and not the authors. The next thing is you can't go to Create Space or Lulu or whoever is going to print out the books in bulk for you guys and pick up any of the books on your own. You actually will have to purchase them through the compiler and have the compiler purchase them for you or through the publishing company. So those are some of the cons, and there are 8 of those. Earlier today I talked about the pros, and there are about 7 of those, 6 or 7 of those. So thank you guys for joining. Again, if you guys have any questions about either or, you can email me. You can find my email on my website, and it's www.authorshakitalee.com, or you can go to the short link, which is bit.ly/author S. Lee, and you can email me there. or you can inbox me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is at Shakita Lee, the same thing that it is on Periscope. So thank you guys for joining. Replay viewers, please feel free to give me some hearts if you enjoyed the content that I'm sharing with you guys. Again, I've done 2 videos about the pros and the cons because I've been asked to share my thoughts and opinions about being a part of an anthology and the good and the bad about it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.